Hey, friends, welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Show Me the Collectibles, the podcast where you get to come on and show off your collectibles. But before we jump in with our friend Shrek Collector there, we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors here at Wrestling from the 313. Be like me and get down with the 313 and Mike D. Check out that wrestling podcast as well as Inside Out Nutrition, Wellness Coach, and Healthy Lifestyle. Shout out to Bobby Joe and what she is doing over there. She just opened her brand new store in Solon Springs, Wisconsin there. You can give her a like and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/Inside Out Nutritions. They have healthy donuts and healthy teas. Now, I ask everybody this, sir. Have you ever heard of a healthy donut?
You say a healthy donut?
Healthy donut. I know it's revolutionary. It's crazy.
I would probably call
You
that
think
a bagel.
a bagel? That's hilarious. Yeah, she makes these healthy donuts. She's worked a vendor table or two with me, and I have to try my damnedest not to eat those samples because the banana nut muffin ones are just phenomenal. I can't believe I like healthy donuts. I keep telling her they need more sprinkles, but that's just my personal preference. So, but how are you doing today? It's been a while. We've had you on a previous episode. We got better audio. We got better lighting now. We're advancing. We're moving up in the game. And I'm believing your collection's probably grown 10 times by
It definitely has.
you.
But yeah, I'm doing very well today. Thank you.
Good deal. Good deal. I know I can see the beautiful hat in the back there, all those beautiful Shrek collections. If you haven't seen our previous episode, go back into our archives on Friends of the Squared Circle YouTube page. Man, I'm struggling today. And check out that first episode we had together. So I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better, but that's just me. So, and we'll just dive right into it. Let's see those collectibles, buddy.
All right. So I got a couple of oddball things first.
Okay, I like oddball things.
All right. So this is stuff you're not able to purchase as a
Oh,
normal
even
consumer.
better.
So this is Epic Tales of Overwhelming Sales. It's an M&M sales book. And
Oh,
if you go through this, it shows you the sales that they made on specific items,
okay.
New items that are releasing.
Very nice.
And you see we got a Shrek Snickers bar over here and everything. And then this one also came in the same package.
Okay.
And this is the UPC and UCC guidelines.
Okay.
So it shows you the displays and all the barcodes for them, really. And
Very nice.
a couple other things. We have the markers for the display cases that come out in the aisle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got this little decal here. So that's it for the first little collection of not available in stores, really. You can't buy these anywhere. Got kind of lucky.
Where'd you scoop that bad boy up at?
I got this from eBay. I believe I just typed in Shrek sales or something. And
nice.
Underneath that, yeah.
That is unique. I know I've shipped up a few shippers in my day, and I don't remember doing anything, with Shrek, obviously, but it came out back when I was in high school still, but.
Uh-huh. Okay, so next thing here, sort of on the same line, this is a General Mills Shrek Forever After Shrek water squirters and Shrek neon markers sort of display.
Interesting.
The camera here gives you a lot of information on the sort of when they're going to be coming out, where they're going to be coming out, stuff like that. And on the back, it has a little bit of information about the fruit roll-ups line that they're going to.
Okay.
So super cool stuff. I mean, this is pretty big and bulky. This is one of the things I never really know where to put in the collection.
Right.
Just kind of put it off to the side.
That is definitely interesting. Just the marketing behind things is just phenomenal. Like, there's a whole team out there probably sitting around a table like, what can we incorporate? What products can we use? And like you said, fruit roll-ups, M&Ms, just crazy. Like did they do anything special with the candies? Were there funny flavors that you saw in there, or were they just your basic M&M peanut butter and plain, and then did they just slap Shrek right on top of it?
They had well, actually, I have some down here. Uh, they had these M&M minis. They don't
Oh, okay.
really have anything special about them except they came out with this line called Swamp Mix, but I
Swamp
cannot
mix. Okay.
find any of those to save my life. I can only find pictures of advertisements. I cannot
Okay.
find any physical packaging or anything. So it's like they don't even exist for me. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But they did come out with a lot of green stuff.
Hmm.
They came out with green ketchup for Shrek,
Okay.
green
That is awesome.
Twinkies.
That is awesome.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of weird stuff. I think they even had. Oh man, I want to say something with Jack in the Box or Burger King. I'm a little rusty on that, but
Okay.
it was sort of like a green shake, but it was very disgusting looking, honestly.
Well, that's just crazy. Like, I mean, to get off a little topic here, I had it on my old TikTok. There's a lady that collected the Oreo wrappers, and she had over like 500 different wrappers and different flavors, as well as another person collected the Kool-Aid. I don't know how that got started. I would love to go back and find those people and just be like, how did this all get started? Because he would open one of the packets and make the Kool Aid and then rate the Kool Aid. I'm like, that
Oh, the
is
old
so
Kool Aid.
weird. Old Kool Aids, yeah,
Oh, that's cool. I
yeah,
wanted to do a video like that. I was gonna
yeah,
get a bunch of old Shrek candies and
yeah.
try them all on camera, but as soon as I had that idea, it's like they got wiped clean from the internet, and I can't find any more for sale. But all before that, I could find them so easily.
Weird. Yeah, and it's insane like how many people are out there doing that as well as on TikTok. The one guy Waffle or 69 that recently just passed away was doing all that weird eating stuff. I loved his channel. I thought it was funny. He buys an old 1987 box of cereal and he just has VHS tapes stacked up and I'm gonna try this cereal from the 80s and everybody's like, you're not gonna do well, and unfortunately he passed away not to deal with any of that. But yeah, crazy. So I wish they would bring some old candies back. Now you got me just thinking of all the old candies that I miss now.
Yeah.
Spicy Starburst is one of them. It was just a few years back, and they were just phenomenal. And after that first year, they didn't come back. So hopefully those things make a comeback. So.
Spicy Starburst.
Hmm.
Wow, that is interesting. I don't think I
Yeah,
remember those.
yeah, black package. Same color packaging as a regular Starburst, but it would say like mango habanero on it.
Ooh,
And me being
yeah.
the jerk that I am, gave one to my friend in the middle of a movie. He's like, "What the dude?" And I was like, "Gotcha." So,
Yeah, was it very apparent that it was a different flavor? It was the same color
in the
packaging.
beginning, you take that bite, and then next thing you know, the heat will kick in, and it's hilarious. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's a great prank candy, but I just don't think people took it seriously. I loved them. I thought they were great. So.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get way too off topic, let's get back into the Shrek.
Alrighty. So, on the topic of kind of candy, I got a lot of candy stuff today. I don't
That's
know.
fine. Yeah.
I have this officially licensed DreamWorks Shrek 2 gumball machine. So
Oh,
this is a little mini gumball machine, and if I can find it, there's your licensing on the bottom,
okay.
maybe.
Very neat.
Well, it's right there. I promise. And this thing, you don't even have to really put quarters in it. It's just kind of a neat little gimmicky thing.
There you go.
But there you go. You can have your little onion flavored gumballs.
Seriously? Are they onion flavored? That's
No,
hilarious.
no,
Oh,
I was gonna
damn,
get
damn.
some.
You got me. You got me. All right. I'd
I
try
was
and
gonna get
probably
some.
spit it out. That's hilarious.
That would be a funny prank too, like you said with the Starburst. You gave someone
Yep.
an onion flavored gumball.
There you go. Shrek, call up my buddy here and make it happen because that would be hilarious.
All right, next thing over here. This is something I just recently got. This is the toy site Shrek Candy Tuber, and this is my
Okay.
favorite. This is Shrek One merch for you. Sorry, there's a little bit of a
You're good. You're
thing
good.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so this is Shrek 1 merch. If people who follow my account, they know I'm not a big fan of Shrek 2 merch because they just came
Hmm.
out with a ton of it and
Gotcha.
not very good quality control on a lot of that stuff. But
Yeah,
this
they had to
was,
capitalize. Yep.
oh yeah, this is the prime era. I mean, you got good coloring, good paint on here,
Hmm.
neat design. I mean, I'm not sure what these are. They kind of look like gobstoppers to me.
Okay.
So maybe I'll buy another one and crack them open and try them because they
Uh,
expired about 19 years ago. So
19 years ago. The thing that it was that long ago that that movie came out, and
crazy.
that one still holds up. That first one is just, iconic. I remember seeing it and then having to buy the VHS, when it came out. Jeez, I'm aging myself, but yeah.
Think I wasn't
Eventually,
even
I'll get those
born.
all on Blu-ray. But what's that?
I said to think I wasn't even born. That was a year too early for me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I've only got another. Let's see. So you're that old? Yeah, I got 18 years on you. Jeez, oh, looking
Yeah.
good for 38 over here.
Yes, you are. All right. The next thing I have over here is a very new item. I think this came out a few months ago, and I actually won this in the contest they had along with a few other people.
Okay.
But I have the legendary Shrek Crocs here.
Oh, I
Brand
like
new.
Shrek, but I hate Crocs. But I will say they're cool on camera, so that way I'm not shitting on your collectibles here. But Crocs are blah.
Dude,
That is
honestly,
pretty cool though that you got to win those bad boys.
yeah, these
So
are probably some of the most unwearable shoes I've ever had the displeasure of putting on in my life. Because for one, I don't really find Crocs super comfortable or convenient. And two, the ears when you're walking, it doesn't matter how far apart you have your feet, will just clip
all right,
constantly. Constantly. You
nice.
cannot walk in these things at all. But definitely super cool. I mean, they got a great paint job on them.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
this is a nice soft material you can have on
hmm.
the front or the back. So cool stuff, man.
Well, they're doing the McDonald's ones, they're doing the Grimace, they're doing the other things. Next thing you know, people are going to start collecting Crocs just to put on their wall, which is fine. It's a collector thing. I say why not? You know what I mean? Like I'm not one to like crap on people's collections or products. I just like to give Crocs a hard time, but that's the thing that they could do to make it even more iconic. I mean, not like it's going to get to the Michael Jordan esque of shoes, but it's still pretty neat that they make those themed ones. Like I said, the Grimace and the Shrek. That's pretty cool. So
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think really any other company. I'll give it to that. I don't really think any other company would go out on a limb and make a Shrek shoe in this day and age. Nike has in the past, but that was when
oh,
it was at its peak. So I mean, at
gotcha.
least they're doing something with those IPs. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, my next item here is let's see if I can get this on real quick. You know, I can hear that. This is a Shrek 2
Oh,
mini pinball machine. I got this, I think on. Oh no, actually, my girlfriend bought this for me. Yeah, my girlfriend bought this for
very
me.
nice.
She saw me looking at it and bought it for me on eBay. And there was another listing on Macari that I almost bought, but I think she bought it actually out from under me. So
Oh, well, hopefully we're
yeah,
bidding against each other, but that
I was
that is
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I was like, well, that's too much. But yeah, this thing is super fun. Um, I might do some live streams or something with this at some point.
Hmm.
The box is up there somewhere, I think covered. But actually, yeah, I was able to get this one in box. So Shrek 2 pinball machine.
That is
There it is.
awesome. Yeah, I know you've been on your live streams doing the new kart racer, and every time we're looking at the video games, I'm like, that might be something I need to get because I have the Nintendo one for the Switch already. I think it's like the first incarnation, and I like those, like Mario Party. I know Shrek did one for Xbox. I just scooped up Shrek 2 last summer. It's sitting in my stack of Xbox games, still waiting to go in my book. But
Shrek 2 is definitely one of the games I played a lot when I was a small child.
mhm.
Um, and man, there was just I can't remember. I think it was like some sort of troll thing that would throw bombs at you, but I could not get past that as a kid. I got back
Gotcha.
on it, I think, when I was like 16 years old and beat it first try. So
Oh, nice.
uh,
What's funny about how you bring that up is that in Mario, that stupid level with the sun, I
oh,
struggled with that as a kid, and I have a modded Xbox. I have the Switch that has the old game on there too. And every time I'm on that level, I just get so stressed out that I will either miss the jump or I will run into a turtle, and it just pisses me off. It's like the Lion King. It makes me want to rage quit every single time that I play that game because for some reason that sun just gives me anxiety. It's probably the easiest level for most people, but for me, it just brings back trauma, like
yeah,
straight up.
yeah. Oh
So I
man.
can totally relate to you, like, when you go back and play, like, what the hell was my problem?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That was one that I was just like, I don't understand how. Because all you had to do was just move out of the way. Because the
gotcha.
bombs had times. So you literally just, as soon as it dropped, you just had to move over a little bit. And I just don't understand what's going on when I was
Gotcha.
8 years old or whenever playing that game.
Yeah, but that Lion King game for Sega and Super Nintendo can just F right off. I don't.
Oh man, that is
That game was the worst.
unplayable. Genuinely.
Someone just posted a TikTok like, if you didn't get upset by seeing this image, there's something wrong with you. And I literally
Yeah.
wrote it out. F you, blah blah blah. That game. He's like, I won't censor that comic because I feel your rage. So
All right. So there's a couple items I can grab up for you here. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna cap it off with my newest item, which has now become probably at least my top five favorite items in the whole collection.
okay,
This is super super cool. I got this for a steal. I think this was 25 bucks. And this is all the way from 2007, still in the factory packaging, sealed,
okay,
never put on store shelves. These are the Shrek Jigglehead candy pops right here. And
very nice.
if you go on eBay and look at these, you're gonna probably see them individually packaged for around $50. And I believe there's 12 in here. So I would say I got
Nice.
a pretty decent deal. But I just, I see stuff like this and I just wonder how in the world did it come from 2007 to 2020, 2024 almost,
Hmm.
still sealed in this? I just
Yeah,
wonder who tucked this away for that long.
it's like these people that go in these storage units and finding boxes from 1987 with GI Joes that have never like seen the light of day since they were sealed and thrown in that box. It just
It's really
baffles me. And
incredible.
now with the collecting craze out there, it's phenomenal what's coming to light. So
Oh yeah, and then to think like, I just wonder how many hands this had to have passed through, or if
right,
any at all, for someone to post it on Macari for. I mean, I think it was $32, but I got it for 25. It's just so weird that something can be held on to for that long and then just tossed
yeah,
away for 25. It's just
yeah.
crazy to me, you know?
Definitely have to get that in a little plastic container. That way it can sit and not get poked holes in. And
Yeah, yeah. Someone peels it apart. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh man.
So before we get you out here and wrap everything up, let's get that brief backstory again. How you kind of fell in love with Shrek.
Okay, so really, in middle school, I think I brought this guy right here. If I don't knock over all my stuff, there we go. I brought this guy to middle school. I think it was sixth grade or something, as a joke. And there was sort of a few people that kind of made fun of me for it, just called me like the Shrek kid or whatever. So I kind of later on the line, um, I took that and I ran with it, and I just kind of made something out of that. You know, started
Yep.
collecting all this stuff. But I'm also just a big fan of the movies. I think Shrek 2, in all honesty, is probably one of the best sequels, especially in animated movies, to ever exist. I mean, it just expands the universe, everything.
Hmm.
More characters, more places, um, better jokes. I mean, really just icing on the cake for Shrek 1. And I think the movies have a great message. to
Hmm.
always be yourself, and don't really let people push you around. And I kind of started to live by that as soon as that happened to me in middle school. So
Hmm. And what's so cool is like, I know everyone knows Pixar, everyone knows Disney, but Shrek was kind of that catapult, I feel, for DreamWorks.
oh yeah,
We got Kung Fu Panda now with multiple sequels. We've got um,
new
the
one
Puss
coming
in
out too.
Boots spin-offs. Yeah, yep. I had just watched the trailer for number four,
Oh
and
yeah,
I told the wife like, I'm gonna watch one through three, and she's like, well, not without me. I was like, okay, well, that'll take a decade to get through because she
yeah.
she half the time she doesn't want to watch the movies, in sequence like I do because I just like to watch them all before I watch the new one, where she could
Uh-huh.
just watch the new one. But it's so cool how it was like Puss in Boots. I really enjoy the Puss in Boots movies.
Oh
I
yeah.
think they're hilarious. They're great spin-offs. Like you said, a whole universe. And I still quote that movie, Shrek. When someone says, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I was like, "In the morning, I'm making waffles." Because it's just, I loved Eddie Murphy as a kid. I watched a bunch of his movies, and he was so iconic as Donkey that it's just hilarious to watch over and over again. So.
Yeah, and Puss in Boots: Last Wish, man. I mean, honestly I went into that movie having zero expectations. I did
Mhm.
not think it was going to be very good, but it really blew me away, and I think it might even take Shrek 2's spot. I mean, it's just an incredible film. I
Mhm.
really love that movie, in all honesty, and yeah, just super great stuff from DreamWorks. And to think of all the trouble that they had with Shrek in the beginning, with Chris
Mhm.
Farley passing away, recording
Yep.
90% of his lines. They couldn't find out an animation style. A lot of the executives didn't like it very much. So, and then for them to come out with such a big, huge hit, basically spitting in the face of Pixar, making
Mhm.
fun of everything that they were doing, it's just so incredible.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. It just holds up. It's
It
like
really
those
does.
like it's one that you can throw in and just watch, and it still like feels like it's brand new. I mean, there's not a lot of movies, let alone animated movies, that you can say besides like your Lion Kings and your Aladdin, and stuff. But it definitely has a fandom, and I know we joked before. You probably have the biggest Shrek collection out there. And that's one thing that I thought was super cool when I found you on TikTok. I was like, I got to talk to this guy because like that movie is so awesome. I had the Burger King puppets, and I just love the movie, and I love that style of movie too because I almost went to school in Tampa for that. Like that was what I was going to do, was try to do that type of artwork. But then, I didn't realize I didn't want to, draw for the rest of my life. But sometimes I think, well, maybe I wouldn't have been the drawer, but maybe I could have been the guy thinking of ideas. So,
Mhm.
you know, but where can people find you? And we'll get you out of here.
Well, I would like to say one other thing. I have been a part of a documentary of sorts with
Oh,
a YouTube channel with over 6 million subscribers.
very nice.
I'm not sure how much I can give away, but I do have a pretty big section in that.
Okay,
And but yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't know if I can. But like I said, they have over 6 mil on YouTube and 6 mil on
very
Facebook.
nice, very
They're
nice.
a huge company, and I'm so happy to be a part of that. And you guys can find me at the underscore Shrek underscore collector on TikTok. And I also have an Instagram, which I believe is just the Shrek Collector, no underscores. But I mean,
Perfect.
I try to post daily. Sometimes I don't get around to it, and I do. I've been starting to do Clash Royale live streams. So if you guys like to watch somebody suck at Clash Royale, be sure to watch those. And I really appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back. Like I said, the audio's better, the sound's better for us. We look like we know what we're doing a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
You were in those first early episodes of Show Me the Collectibles. I'm glad to finally get back around, start re-recording, getting everybody back, because I'm going to shoot you an idea off camera here that I have with some more collectors. But if you got anything else, otherwise we can wrap her up here. So
I'm all good. I think that's all I need to say.
perfect. Well, it's your boy Crander Q. Crander Q out.